I'm so sad. Bella's not here today. She went to the beach. She had a little weekend away. Love her. Love her for that. Except for hate her for that because now I have to do this shit by myself. But it's okay. I'm not alone. I have you. I have you. You're with me. Look at you. So gorgeous. So beautiful. So refreshed. You got your shit together. Well, hello there, and welcome back to It's Always Something. I'm your host, Bryce Howard, and this is my brand new official podcast. During the show, I'm going to be discussing anything and everything that's on my mind, and today it's going to look a little different because we're changing things up, okay? Look at you being flexible. As you know, we're in the very early stages of this podcast. Our viewership is down, so now is the best time to experiment and try new things. In the past, in some of the previous episodes, I've felt really trapped because our title or our subject is really strict, and like most of us, I don't like rules very much. So I said, why am I giving myself so many rules? Let's loosen the reins a little bit. Let's loosen the corset just a little bit, babe. This is my life that I'm sharing, so why does it need to be so strict? Let's have fun. And also, I just think that my episodes have been a little shorter than I had wanted to, and I don't want to like force myself to say dumb words if I don't have anything else to say. You don't want to listen to that, and I don't want to talk it. So I figured, you know what? For today, it might change. It probably will change eventually, but we're just trying it. So today's episode, we're going to try to like separate it into a few different pieces, a few different chunks, because I want to switch it up. I don't want to talk about something inspirational and not counter it with something funny or like, I just want to I want to keep the ball moving. Our attention spans are short as fuck. So I'm trying to tailor my content to meet your needs and to meet my own needs because, bitch, I don't want to be sitting up here talking about philosophical things for 2 hours and you don't want to listen to it. So let's give some variety. Instead of having every episode have its own thing and like instead of having a diverse like portfolio, we're going to make each episode have its own variety of content. I don't know. We're going to try it. I think it's a good idea. It might work. I might hate it. I might love it, And if you hate it or love it, let me know because everything's a conversation. Everything's an option. We can always change. And this is what's so lovely about being in the early stages of such a fun project is that you kind of get to be along for the ride. You get to have a hand in, how episodes are going to look every week. Use your voice. I don't have a lot of people in my comment section. So when I get comments, I read them. When I get DMs, I read them. So let me know your thoughts. Tell me what you think I can do better. Tell me what you think I could change. Tell me what you love and what I should never change. All of these things I want to know. I want to make this the best podcast possible, not just for me, but for you guys, because at the end of the day, that's what this is for. And so whatever I need to do in order to make this the best experience for you guys, don't hesitate to let me know and I will try it. I will try it. So, have an open mind, be flexible with me. And all I ask is that you give me your feedback. Let me know what you like, what you hate. For a little like backstory, I actually sat down to film this yesterday. Today is Wednesday. Episodes go up on Friday, which means I only have Thursday to fully edit this episode and have it up on schedule, which is stressing me out a little bit. But I sat down to record it yesterday and I was just not feeling it. I recorded about 35 minutes of footage and I went to like go take a 5 or 10 minute break and I was just like, girl, I do not want to go back there and film. It is 11:30 at night. Right now, it is currently 1:30 p.m. So the sun is still out. This is the first time I've ever filmed an episode during the day, which is kind of fun. Like I said, we're trying everything. We're seeing if it works. Who knows? Maybe I love recording episodes when the sun is still out. Maybe it actually makes me so happy and so excited and so much better at doing it. Maybe I'm not tired. You know what I mean? But yesterday was honestly a damn good day. I woke up really early and not like really early, but like 6 a.m. early, which is like kind of early, especially for like me, myself, and I. So I woke up early and rolled straight out of bed, went straight to the kitchen, cooked some breakfast, drank some coffee, got severely caffeinated because, bitch, I was up early. I'm trying this new thing. We're trying new things. See, I'm trying to wake up early and seeing if it works for me. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But that's what life is all about. But then I was supposed to have therapy at 10 a.m. Sorry, Emily, if you're listening, love you, girl. But I was a no-show because I had a valid reason. I had like a little session with my good Judy Roman. Okay, the robe. If you're listening, I love you. Now, something you should know about me is that although I do a lot of things, at the very top of my list of priorities and passions, it's singing. Okay, it's singing, it's performing, above dance, above social media, above podcast, above fashion, above all of it. I'm a singer first, but I have yet to put any music out of any kind, and I really want to change that. In the era of change, in the era of growth, in the era of adulting and learning, I want to put some music out. So I wrote a song the other day, and well, it's not like finished yet, but my friend Roman has his own music out, has worked with producers, has done all the things. He's helping me make a demo so that we can send the demo off to a producer so that I can actually have the song like in my hands so that I can actually listen to, because I've never experienced that before. So my friend Roman has done all of it before, so he's just showing me the ropes, helping me, finish writing the song. But it's been so much fun. I've written songs like before, like I've written music before, I've sang like before, but nothing that's like kind of like this project. I don't know, it's kind of weird, it's kind of funky. It's called Nothing's Real. I'm not one of those bitches that's only gonna release like sad like ballad songs. No, I don't want that shit. Get it out of here, for me at least, for my artistry. So the song's Nothing's Real. It's kind of like, it's really fun, and it's kind of like an acid trip. It's a whole experience. When you listen to it for the first time, you'll probably think I'm suggesting you take drugs and use drugs and like do psychedelics, but that's not what it's about. It's about actually funny thing, which we'll talk about later, but it's about meditation. But more on that later. But it's like a club song, so it doesn't sound like it's about meditation. It's just a moment. It's very hypnotic, it's very electronic, but it's very like tasteful, I hope. I don't know. Like I said, we're just working on the demo. I have no idea what to do with this shit. But then after I was done with Roman, I was supposed to go to a voice lesson at 3 p.m. and I was literally like door on the handle about to walk out, and motherfucker canceled on me. But it's literally karma for me skipping my therapy appointment, not saying anything. I get what I get and I don't throw a fit. I've also canceled on him like too many times to count at this point. So I wasn't offended. However, that did put a little kink in my schedule per se, but it honestly ended up working out for the best because I have a little adventure coming soon and I had time to plan and make accommodations and book all the traveling stuff. I will like tell you where I'm going now because it's not that like big of a deal, but my best friend from home, Kate, you'll hear more about her in the future. She is studying abroad right now in Florence, Italy, and I said, oh my god, let me go see this bitch right now. And I've never been to Europe, so I'm making a whole trip out of it. I'll be there for like 3 weeks, but I leave at the end of this month and I didn't really have everything booked yet. I just had my flights to Florence. I didn't have any other travel booked like in Europe or any like places to stay or like events, shows, all the things. So I got to call Kate and figure it out. Also, there's a crazy time difference. It's 7 hours later in Italy than it is in Nashville. So like scheduling phone calls and stuff with her, you really like have to like be diligent about it. So got to call her, got to schedule the Europe trip. I'm so excited. Oh, speaking of the Europe trip, I actually have a question for you. I haven't decided if I want to pre-record like the 3 episodes that will be uploaded while I'm in Italy and like edit them while I'm there, upload them while I'm there, or if I record episodes in Italy. Like if I'm gonna bring like most of my recording equipment anyways to vlog for YouTube. But my question is, would you prefer I like it looks like this normal setting that we're still very comfortable and used to, like just record doubles every week, which is totally fine, and then like edit them while I'm there? Or should I film episodes in Italy with a new backdrop? Could be cute. I don't know. I don't care either way, but I have no idea what to do and I need to make a decision soon, especially if I'm gonna have time to film double episodes every week. But yeah, and then today I woke up and I went to go have my meeting with my dietitian. She's a lovely, lovely woman and she's preggo, which is the cutest fucking thing in the entire world. That went really well, and now we're here, we're queer, we're ready to party. Now, a new segment that I wanted to start in these podcasts is like my current obsessions, or like everything I'm in love with, or like everything I'm using hella right now. So I'm really, I don't know, let me think. What am I obsessed with right now? I'm really obsessed with toast. Oh my God. Oh my God. I eat so much toast, like too much toast, like literally like, but there's a perfect recipe for the best fucking toast you've ever had, okay? You have to get the good butter, the Kerrygold, the gold aluminum foil wrap. Oh my god, that's the butter that you need. It's so fucking amazing. It's literally the best. And then sourdough from Trader Joe's. Okay, so you toast it. I don't have a toaster. I just use my air fryer. But I toast my Trader Joe's sourdough in the air fryer, and then I put Kerrygold butter on it, and then a sprinkle of fucking salt. I literally have it with every single meal that I consume every day. Like it is so good. And then I'm trying to think of another thing I'm eating right now. Oh, this is like kind of gross, but it's like, it's not gross, I guess. It's just boring. I've been meal prepping chicken because I've been so busy lately that I haven't been able to like cook elaborate meals and stuff. So I've been like literally just like cooking like 8 chicken breasts, boiling them in water, like boiling chicken in water, but like 8 chicken breasts all at once. And then I just put them in a bag in my refrigerator. And then I just like pick away at it. Cause like I can shred it up and like put it in like a taco, or I can like put it on a sandwich, or I can just like snack on it. One of my favorite things to do, I don't reheat the chicken. I keep it cold after it's cooked, of course. But in a bowl, I put soy sauce, sriracha, sesame oil, and like furikake, and I mix it all up. And then I peel off pieces of the chicken like a string cheese, and I dip it in the sauce. and then I eat it. You can also dip carrots in it. It's really good too. So yeah, those are my like edible obsessions. Oh my god, Doja Cat's new album, so good, bitch. So fucking good. I know she went like full 80s route, which originally like really freaked me out because okay, in my opinion, 80s was one of the worst like eras of music other than like 2015 to 2020. The 80s was like in my opinion the worst era of music. And so I was really worried that I was gonna hate all of it, but most of it's pretty fucking good. The first song, Cards, I really love. The pre-release song, Jealous Type, is so good. Gorgeous. Gorgeous is so good. Amen. Amen is my favorite. Amen is like the one that I'm like, okay, I've listened to that like 5 times just today, and it's not even lunchtime. Like that's the one that I'm like listening to on fucking repeat. And Strangers is really good. There's one line in Strangers that I love. She says, I me like a queer, like I as an EYE, like I me like a queer. And I gag every time I hear that line. Like I listen to that song just to hear that line exclusively because it's so like Doja Cat is out here fucking exposing us. Like seriously, I'm like, I forget that she's LGBT or whatever, or I forget that she's like really in the queer space. And I'm like, I mean like a queer. I'm like, oh my god, she just outed me to fucking everyone in mainstream media. But not everything's about me. So thank you, Doja. Love you, Doja. Oh, also another thing, I don't think y'all know, but okay, so you know how wait, hold on, run it back. You know how gays like, well, you might not know this, but gay men usually have like a pop princess diva that like created their gayness, or not like created their gayness, but like they've like followed for their whole lives. Like a lot of the time it's like Lady Gaga or Taylor Swift or Nicki Minaj. Like all these people, like gays often have like their pop diva. Some people it's like Mariah Carey. Like gay men just like have their pop diva that they like grow up like listening to. Ariana Grande is another big one. And like mine is like technically Ariana Grande because I didn't get into Doja later. But Doja Cat, if anyone wanted to ask me like right here, right now, like who's your favorite artist in the entire world, it's Doja Cat. Like I would die for Doja Cat. I'm very familiar with her discography. I know almost every single song by heart. Like it's so good. So when I tell you I was looking forward to a new Doja Cat album, like she could do no wrong. And she's a dancer, which I just think is so amazing. I know Tate McRae is obviously a dancer too, but Doja Cat is like a dancer. And like as a dancer, like this is my dream. My dream job would be literally to dance back up for Doja Cat. Oh my god, Doja Cat, if you're listening, let me dance for you, girl. Let me go on V tour with you. Let me dance background. I'll make you look so good. Well, I'll be good. Like I won't make you look good for being bad. Like we'll look good together. You know what I'm saying? I'm nervous. But yeah, she just dances like a real dancer. And so I don't know. I just really appreciate artists who can like bust it down like technically good, like with good technique and like hard choreography. Like they're not just like hitting the 5, 6, 7, 8s. They're hitting the 1 e and a 2 e and a 3 e and a 4 e and a chitty chitty want want skeeta bop boom bang giddy giddy yat yat. Like she knows what she's doing. So Doja Cat's album, so fucking good. Also Remy Wolf. I feel like I'm so late to the Remy Wolf train. Maybe I'm not, but I was supposed to perform at a festival that she was playing at, and so I was really like studying her music because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be like front and center for her show, so I want to like know her songs and dance around, obviously. So I did some research, and then I ended up falling in love with her music, and the show ended up getting canceled, so I never got to see her in the first place. So it was like kind of technically a waste of time, but I ended up actually really loving her music. In specific, Sexy Villain is so good. It's my favorite like feel good song right now. Roll the windows down, like put on your sunglasses, like just feeling your oats, like Sexy Villain. It's so good. It's so good. And she has another song that I'm obsessed with right now. Oh, Monte Carlo, Monte Carlo, Monte Carlo. I don't know. You know what I mean? And it's really funny to me because it's like an explicit song, technically speaking. But in one lyric, she goes, "Kiss my beep." It literally bleeps out the word ass. Like she's saying like kiss my ass, but she says kiss my beep. Like it literally bleeps the word ass. And then like 2 lines later, she goes, "Suck my cock, bitch." And it's like not bleeped. And then I just think it's so funny that she says, "Kiss my beep," and then clickety clack, "Suck my cock, bitch." Like that is iconic. Like that is so iconic. Cause she like bleeps a curse word. You think she's gonna bleep the rest of them. So when like the rhyme for cock comes, no pun intended. You're like, oh, it's gonna be beep too, and then she like says it like really hard. So that's been I've been thoroughly enjoying that. Oh my god. Also, Omar Apollo, you guys, on the topic of LGBT artists, literally Omar Apollo, first of all, beautiful, sexy man. Cannot deny. Everyone, if you don't know who he sings Evergreen, the You Didn't Deserve Me at All song, and his music is so good. Okay. Also, he's a gay man. So, like, hearing a man sing love songs or like breakup songs about another man is like really therapeutic for me. But in one of his like earliest albums, it might be his debut album, he has a song called Ignorin'. And holy fuck, it is the sexiest song I've ever heard in my entire life. And not sexy in like a cupcake deep throat kind of way, in a Nicki Minaj, like go right out and say it kind of way. It's like smoky. And there's like this part in his song where he like yaps, kind of like not like a yap, like a talker, but he goes into his head voice and he just starts like going like like it's so good. And he has like audible exhales, but like they're the kind of exhales that like you know what they mean. I am not gonna demonstrate, you whore. I know what you want and I'm not gonna give it to you. However, Omar Apollo, Living, Laughing, Loving Him, Remy Wolf, Living, Laughing, Loving Her, and Doja Cat's new album are all, I'm just like eating it up right now. Okay, what else am I obsessed with? Chardonnay, as in the wine. I've been like trying to expand my wine palette, you know, Italy, all the things, and like have a bigger like alcohol tolerance, I guess. I don't know. I just want to be able to hang with the cool kids while I'm there. I want to be like able to keep up and know my shit. Like I want to know what I'm talking about when it comes to wine. And Chardonnay, you guys, I'm officially a wine girl. I want to be that bitch that can like taste a wine and be like, oh, it's from here, like from this year, aged in this kind of wood. Like, God, I want that so bad. I want that skill. I want that talent. I need it like water. Okay. So Chardonnay, that she's been my favorite. Or there's a red one that I really like too. A Zinfandel, I think is what it's called. So Chardonnay, Zinfandel, I've been eating you up. Oh my God. I just got a new printer and I've been obsessed with this. This is one of the adult purchases that I'm like, okay, I've like made it. You know what I mean? Also, like they're a lot cheaper than I had previously anticipated. I was walking in with my wallet expecting to like really like be in pain after leaving Best Buy, and they had like a handful of like damn good options under $100. And so I got this printer for like $75, $85, and it is gorgeous. And I don't need any wires. I can print from my phone. I can print from my laptop. I can print from the desktop. I can literally print from anything. It's so gorgeous and it's so amazing. I've been printing everything. I've like printed checklists. I printed like morning check-in sheets or my like shopping list. I mean, I got it for like work and school stuff. Like I do my like worksheets. Like I can print my worksheets instead of like doing an electronic version, which I fucking hate. I can print my own contracts. Like I had someone on an NDA the other day, and so like I could literally just like, they came over to my apartment. I could like print it from the printer and then like hand it to them and they could sign it. Like it was so fierce. I'm so loving the printer. She's gorgeous. I haven't named her yet, but I'll let you know when I do. Oh my God, smart bulbs. Smart bulbs is another thing. As I'm in my new apartment, I'm trying to like find ways of like having like cute little lighting or whatever. And so I saw these smart bulbs at Home Depot, my home away from home. I got them and they're really fucking awesome. They're so cute. They're just like bulbs that you can like screw into everything and you like control it from your phone. You can like pick a special light, specify the brightness or like the time of day that they come on or turn off, which is so nice. And there's like a setting, my favorite setting, it's called like candlelight or something. So you put it on candlelight and it like kind of flickers and like flashes kind of colors like a flame inside. I don't know. It's so cool. I'm obsessed with it. The only thing about these stupid lights is that they are ridiculously expensive. Okay. I was planning to like put them in my whole apartment, in all of like the ceilings and all of like the kitchen, the bathrooms, like all the things. But it is $50 for three bulbs. Okay, bitch. I bought 2 packs as like an investment and I put them in all like the lamps and like the special lights. But bitch, that is going on my Christmas list ASAP Rocky, because I refuse to spend that much on light bulbs. I don't care how good the light bulbs are. Okay. Like that's ridiculous. I don't care that I can turn them on with my Alexa. Like really, I can walk in and turn on a light switch. I don't need to walk in and talk to a robot to tell her to turn my lights on. Like that's just rude. I can do it myself. Anyways, oh my God, my new phone case. You can't see it if you're just listening or if you're like, what? Oh my God, it's so fucking gross and disgusting. But I wanted like a solid one that was going to protect my phone. So I got a Castify or a Casetify or whatever. And the back of it is a mirror. Can you see? Wait. Ah, there I am. So it's been fucking amazing because I don't always have access to a mirror. So I can literally just turn my phone over and just like look at myself, and it's been really gorgeous. I really have loved that. Oh my god, there's a new couple that I'm obsessed with. They're not like a new couple. They've been together for like a year, but I'm absolutely obsessed with them. And I'll tell you why. This story, like this origin story, kind of goes way back. So in order to understand fully why I'm obsessed with this celebrity couple, we have to go back a few years. Okay. So picture this. Okay, it's 2021, 16, 17-year-old Bryce, okay, still in the closet, might I add. This is a very important part of the story. I was watching 2 TV shows at the time. I was watching The Voice season 21 with my family, like after dinner or like, on weekends or whatever. So I was watching it with my family. And then I was in secret paying for my own Wow Presents Plus subscription. After I get home from dance, I would like hide under my covers as a 17-year-old, okay, almost an adult, watching RuPaul's Drag Race, okay, season 6 I was watching at the time, hiding under my covers. Literally is so pathetic. But I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race season 6, and if you know RuPaul's Drag Race, you know that season 6 is fucking iconic. Okay, so those are the 2 shows I'm watching at the time. I'm watching RuPaul's Drag Race in secret, and then I'm watching The Voice with my family. Okay, now on season 6, there was one particular drag queen who was my personal favorite. I've actually met her. She's very fucking lovely. Adore Delano. Okay, so she was runner up of season 6. Adore Delano. She was a fucking icon. Okay, I fell in love with her. She's still to this day one of my favorite queens of all time. And then she came back for RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars season 2 and was the first drag queen to ever voluntarily quit RuPaul's Drag Race. So she's like really an icon, really paved the way for like all the other queens who like left to like leave. I don't know. She was just the first one to do it. So that's another iconic thing. And then I saw her in person my freshman year of college. So like 2-3 years ago, I saw her in person at like my local like drag bar or whatever. That was so awesome. She performed live. I just love Adore Delano. Okay, so she's amazing. And then season 21 of The Voice that I'm watching with my family at the time, there's a father-son duo on The Voice, Sash and his dad. I don't know if it's Sasha or Sash. I don't know. It's one of the two. But he was on The Voice, okay, season 21 that I was watching with my family at the time. So I'm watching both of these shows. There's no connection between the two. However, I need you to remember the character Sash from The Voice. I think they made it to like round 8. Like they went like really far in the competition. They got like 8th place or something. And then Adore Delano. Okay, so these are like my 2 favorite people in both reality television shows that they're participating in. Both very different worlds of reality TV, but very prominent in my mind. Like these are like random characters that I like will never forget, right? Naturally. Then a year ago, they got together a year ago, but I'm just like finding kind of out about it now, which is like so embarrassing. But Adore Delano and Sash from The Voice are now together and have been for over a year. And they're both like beautiful specimens. Like Adore is so gorgeous and Sash is like a beautiful, like pretty boy man. Like, I don't know. They're just beautiful and I just love them together so much. And I'm so obsessed with them. Also, I love an age gap. Adore is 35, I think, and Sash is 24. So the fact that I don't know, they're just icons and I love them both so separately. I fell in love with them on their own shows. And to see them together now is just like, I don't know, it's iconic. I love it so, I'm so obsessed with them and they're so pretty. It's so intimidating, but yeah, no, living, laughing, loving them so much. So Adore and Sash, if you are watching this, I love you so much and I think you are the cutest couple of all time and I look forward to having that one day. Like literally the Instagram posts of these two, the captions are so beautiful. They're so beautiful. But anyways, moving on. Oh, these next 3 items that I'm obsessed with kind of lead me into the next segment of this episode. So it's like kind of perfect. I have a new journal. Like I have like a journal that I like always am writing in. Like I'm writing to-do lists and grocery lists. So I have a new journal and then that I'm loving. And then I have a new eye mask, like a blackout eye mask, but it's really, really special because it has these little like cushions underneath your eyes to catch your tears. Oh my God, isn't that so cute? Because it's not a sleeping mask, you see. It leads me into my next item, meditation. It's a meditation mask. Okay, gag it. Yes, I'm coming at you with some hippy dippy bullshit. You better work, diva. Yeah, bitch, meditation. It's my new fucking thing. I do it every day for like almost an hour. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. And I have my little like eye mask that catches my tears because sometimes it gets emotional. You never know. You never know. I call it like my spirit mask because it has like, I swear to you guys, it has secret powers. Like on my honor, like I swear to you, this eye mask has secret, special, beautiful, gorgeous, cunty powers. Like, it puts me in a state of being, or it like takes me to a place that is just, you have to experience it for yourself. So yeah, my new journal, my eye mask, and meditation. Those are my last three obsessions. Now, this next segment is going to be a bit of a story time, and I'm really excited to share about this. I also don't know if I legally can, because there's been lots of like rumors of like people getting like sued, or like, I don't know. I don't think I signed anything. But about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, 2 weeks ago, I did a week-long advanced meditation retreat. Okay. I know exactly what you're thinking. Okay. You're imagining this place where you walk in and it smells like sage, and there's like old people everywhere that aren't wearing bras, and there's like dreadlocks and burlap and like all these things. I know what you're expecting. That was not this. Okay. So there's this doctor named Joe Dispenza, and he is the one that is like leading this retreat. It's called the Joe Dispenza, week long. It's a thing. I promise it's a thing. And so I went with my mom. It was here in Nashville. My sister actually went 3 weeks prior to one in Marco Island in Florida. And then she told us, she was like, you guys, you have to go to one. Like, you have to do the Joe Dispenza week-long meditation retreat. Like, it'll change your life. You have to do it. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, not really thinking twice about it. Then my mom calls me. Mind you, these events sell out in like minutes. Like, they sell out really, really fast. But my mom calls me a few days later and goes, Bryce, there's one in Nashville and it's in a few weeks, and there's spots available left still. So naturally, I'm gagged, because I'm like, holy fuck, there's one in Nashville. So I don't have to pay to travel anywhere, and I don't have to pay to stay in like a hotel for a week, and I don't have to go to like a strange city. I can literally sleep in my own bed and like still go to this retreat, and I can do it with my mom. Like, that'd be amazing. So we ended up going online and we booked our tickets, and we booked my mom's flight, and it was, in few words, transformative. It was insane. We meditated for 40 hours over the course of 6 days, which is a lot of fucking meditation. It's a lot of time by yourself. It's a lot of time in silence, and it's a lot of time in your own head with your own thoughts. And my mom is like total like Northwestern hippie. Like, she's done her time. She owns a yoga studio. She's been teaching meditation for years and years and years. She's studied from the best. And so the fact that even she felt like she had something to learn from this experience really was like, okay, Bryce, you really should do this, because if your mom, who is very experienced and very skilled and very talented and trained in something, really thinks that she has something to learn from this experience, then maybe it's a sign that you should go to. And I'll tell you a little bit about like his methods or whatever. So basically, the whole idea behind the Joe Dispenza like meditation method is to shorten the distance between the thing you want and the experience of actually having it. Okay, so it's like, here's your end goal, or here's something you want. And how can you close the gap of time and space between where you are now and where you are with that thing? And so you meditate about your future. Now, here was like the experience. Okay, so also, you should know, prior to the retreat, you're required to do a online progressive course, workshop, whatever you want to call it, in order to prepare for the actual retreat. So you have a little bit of prior knowledge going into it. You have a little bit of experience in meditation because you did the ones in the progressive online course. So we both did that, and then we get here, and then we go in on Saturday for check-in. Okay, so Saturday night, it's like 5:30 p.m. We go to check in. You walk in, you get your little badge. Okay, and then you go into this room where there's a bunch of different tables set up, and they're all colors. And then they tell you, pick a color for the whole week. Like, you walk in day one and you have to pick a color, and that's the color that you get for the whole week. And everyone has to do this. Okay, so there's 5 colors. My mom and I are looking at each other like, what the fuck? Like, what color are we gonna pick? Like, we don't want to be with the weirdos. We don't want to be with the lamos, but we also like want to like embrace the experience of this retreat and everything that it has to offer. So like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? So we ended up choosing red, because it honestly, just because it had the shortest line. But we go up, and they like write down our names, they give us a t-shirt, all the things, and then he goes, welcome to red. I was like, oh my god, what in the divergent is this shit? I was like, oh my god, I'm dauntless. Like, literally, I'm with the cool kids. Like, this is right where I need to be. It was so awesome. It was so surreal. So we got our little badges. We get our red lanyards. So we're basically team red, group red. And the only reason they like make you choose a color is because they have to like kind of section. There's 1,500 people at this event or 2,000 people at this event. So they have to like keep people in somewhat of groups for like lunch and stuff. We like eat with our colors. And like when we sit through lectures and meditations, like we have to sit in our like section, our group section for our group color. And that's why they do it. But yeah, so that's all we did day one. And we sat through like a short little lecture of what the rest of the week was going to look like. Then day two is this Sunday. We get there at 6 a.m. is when we start. Okay, 6 in the morning, which is like fine, except for like we're commuting and it's like 20 minutes away from my house. You know, we're up pretty early. We get to the convention center at 6 in the morning, and every morning you start with a meditation. Usually he like gives a little like information in the beginning of the meditation of like what it's going to look like, and then the meditation is usually like 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, so we do our meditation, then we go to breakfast, then we come back, sit through a lecture, then we go out for like lunch or whatever, and then we come back for another meditation. Also, there's like 3 different types of meditation. There's sitting, laying, and walking. So every day we had a different variation of these 3 meditations. So like sometimes at 6 a.m. we would do a walking meditation, or sometimes in the evening we do a walking meditation, or sometimes we like do a laying one. You know, all these things. There was a variety. And then at the end of the day, we did one more meditation after another lecture before we left. And so we'd get there at 6 a.m. and we left at around 8:39 p.m. every single day for the next 6 days total. Okay. And some of our meditations were 25 minutes, but some of our meditations were 5 hours long. I kid you not. No pissing breaks, no drinking water, no eating, no nothing. You are sitting there meditating for 5 hours straight. And I'll tell you all about it in just a minute. It was insane. Okay. So you are meditating so much. And honestly, I'll be honest with you, the first like 2-3 days were really hard. No one prepares you, especially for me, going from 0 meditation to very extensive, intense meditations from 0 to 100 very fast. And so the first 3 days were really challenging for me to like sit still for hours on end. And like you can't like lay down or like sit against the back of a chair. You are like sitting up in a chair with good posture, or else you're not doing it right. You know, your chin is up, all of these things, your feet are flat on the floor, you're engaging your core, you're engaging your muscles. Like you don't really think about how hard doing those things is for an extended period of time until you do it, you know, and your eyes are closed. But generally speaking, when your eyes are open, there are lots of things to distract us from what's really going on in our mind. There are lots of things keeping us from over analyzing our daily subconscious thoughts. Like we don't really think about it. They're in and out because there's so many things to distract ourselves with. But when you're in your meditation, there is absolutely nothing keeping you from evaluating each and every single thought that comes through your mind. And it's part of the practice, right? Part of his methods is the idea of change, right? You know, your thoughts, your actions, and your feelings are what make up your personality. And in order to change your personal reality, you have to change your personality. So in order to change your personality, you have to change the way you think, the way you act, and the way you feel. So you go into these meditations with a very open mind, and you kind of just feel everything and nothing at the same time. He says over the microphone, he says, become nothing, go into nothing, no body, no where, and no time. You have to literally become nothing. You have to remove your mind from your physical body. And it sounds daunting and it sounds crazy and it sounds like, whoa, what the fuck? And it is a little, whoa, what the fuck? But it's like actually kind of easy and everyone can do it. You just have to like practice long enough, and it's really freaking cool. But it really was like life changing. In order to change, you have to become conscious of your subconscious thoughts. And it's a really uncomfortable, grueling process. And in order to get to that place, you have to be comfortable like going into the unknown, right? You have to be comfortable understanding that you're not going to understand everything. Now, his whole like branding and like methods are all kind of teaching you how to change your own life, right? He talks all the time about this addiction that we have to our stress hormones and the excuses and things in our life that we use to reaffirm our addictions in order to keep us in our loop, in order to remain the same person. You know, we all have this loop, and it kind of starts like this. It starts with a thought, okay, that leads to a choice, that leads to an action or a behavior, that then leads to an experience, and then leads to a feeling, okay? Now, the average human has 60,000 thoughts every single day, and 95% of those thoughts are from yesterday. Are from yesterday. You're thinking the exact same things that you thought the day before. So if you're thinking the same things, then you're making the same choices that lead to the exact same actions and behaviors that lead to the exact same experience that leads to feeling the exact same way. And we get trapped in this cycle and so comfortable in that loop that we just become one person and never change. And that's why it's so hard to get out of that realm of change, because we're so safe, we're so comfortable, we've been doing the same things, thinking the same thoughts, feeling the exact same way. But with this meditation method, you learn to control your thoughts and feelings. You learn to be conscious of your subconscious thoughts. You learn how to literally control and create your own reality, your own experience. Because if you can become conscious of your subconscious thoughts, then you can change your thoughts. And if you change your thoughts, then you get access to new choices. And those new choices lead to new actions and behaviors. And those new actions and behaviors lead to new experiences. And then those experiences become new feelings. And they become good feelings. Feelings of joy, feelings of love, feelings of gratitude. All of these things that so many people want to feel in their everyday lives and are trying at all the wrong ways to get there. All they have to do is literally close their eyes and take control of their own mind. And I say it like it's easy, but it low-key kind of is. I hate to break it to you, babe, but you can do it too. All you gotta do is close your eyes. The one thing that I will say from this experience is that I will never believe in anyone or anything more than I believe in myself. And the fact that that's not a lie, the fact that that's truth, and the fact that I feel really just gracious in saying that just means so much to me. And it's not coming from anyone, it's not coming from anything, it's coming from myself. I am the creator of my own joy. I'm the reason for my gratitude. The reason for the love that I feel is not because of anything in my environment. It's because of me. It's because of my thoughts and feelings that I am choosing to experience. So that was a really huge part of this meditation, and a big part of the method and the why behind what we're doing. Now, I mentioned the whole creating your own life and then closing the distance between the thing you want and actually having it. There's another big part of his methods where it comes to creating, okay? So it's kind of loosely manifestation. He referenced this study from the 40s that I think actually explains it quite kind of perfectly. But there was this doctor or scientist, Burr, in the 1940s, 1946, I believe it was. And he studied the patterns in biofields around women, right? And he found that all women with uterine cancer shared the exact same pattern in their bioelectric fields. And then he found other women that shared the same pattern in their fields, but didn't have uterine cancer. So then he got to thinking, he was like, well, what the fuck? What? I don't even know what to do with all this information that I just acquired. But then come to find out that every single woman that shared that pattern in their field that didn't have uterine cancer ended up developing uterine cancer. What we knew to be true up until then was that things that exist in the three-dimensional world matter, right? They express a certain pattern in their field. And we thought that the way that things are the way that things create this pattern. But what he discovered is that the information, the pattern in the field actually exists before it manifests in three-dimensional reality, which is kind of crazy, because basically he was telling people that he could predict uterine cancer by measuring their biofields, which is insane. Okay, absolutely insane. But then he was like, okay, well, then this means that if I can change the information in the field, then I can change the product of matter. Thus came Joe Dispenza and his teachings. Now, I share that information with you not because I want to convince you to go do this or do whatever you want, but simply because I'm a numbers person and I like proof. I like facts. I like statistics. I want to see the research and I want to see your credentials and I want to see, give me a good reason to trust you and hear what you're saying. And so this is why I never engaged in meditation or anything like that before, because I always kind of just assumed it was just some hippie thing with little to no research behind it. I knew it it helps you with anxiety or it calms you down or whatever, but I've never really associated it with manifestation and health and all of these things. But they combined neuroscience, quantum physics, and neuroendocrinology with real doctors and real scientists and give you all this information about how you can really start to create your own life. And so in these meditations, you learn how to, connect is the word that they use quite often. You learn to connect with the potential, the possibility, the future reality. You learn to connect and see and feel so clearly, so evidently, what your future could look like. You tune into that possibility, you tune into that reality. And then when you open your eyes out of that meditation, suddenly you are that person. You're living that reality. Science tells us that we make new connections in our brain every time we do something for the first time, or every time we learn a new skill or experience something new. Now, in these meditations, you basically trick your brain into experiencing something. So you meditate about doing the thing, and you feel what it would feel like to do that thing or to have that thing, and you trick your brain into making the connection as if you really did it in the three-dimensional world, when in reality you never lifted a finger. And so that when you do live that experience in the three-dimensional world, it's second nature, because you've already made that connection. You've already been there before. You know how to handle it, you know how to deal with it, and you're ready for it, because it is no longer a new experience. So you can form new connections in your brain rapidly and make new connections whenever you want, if you learn how to get good enough at it. So it's been really interesting, and it's been really scary. Honestly, I've had a few, like, I guess they refer to them as mystical experiences, which, like, I don't know why I do this. That's exactly what the fuck they are. One time I pyro projected, what is the word? I don't know. I left my body and saw me dead. Like, in one of the meditations, this is like my first breakthrough. I like left my body and like saw my dead body on like a hospital table. So that was really scary. That was really terrifying. And then in another time, I accidentally channeled my dead great aunt, my Auntie Clyde. Very lovely person. But she's been dead for 6 years, and I like got to see her and talk to her. So that was really crazy. But since then, I've just been keeping up with my meditation and doing my practices, and just learning more and more and more about myself and about my brain. There's lots of mixed emotions behind meditation, and there's lots of like different information and different things out there. And I urge you to do your own research, and I urge you to fact check every word that comes out of my mouth, and use your resources wisely. However, what I do know to be true for me is that whatever I'm doing, it's working, and it's raised my productivity, my passion, my drive to become the person that I know I can and want and need to be is at an all-time high, because I already know who that person is. I've already experienced what it's like to live in my idealistic future. So all I have to do is live the experience. When you know what you're doing and you know why you're doing it, then the how becomes so much easier. It's so much easier for me to just wake up every day and trust the process and just take everything with a grain of salt, really, because I know that eventually I'm going to get to where I need to be. If I stay on track, if I live as the person that I need to be and as I want to be and as I choose to be, then ultimately I will get to a place that I'm satisfied with. You know what I mean? It just makes everything easier. It makes inconveniences easier. It makes new experiences, new challenges easier. There's this thing called the predictable future, right? And then there's this thing called the familiar past. Both are loops, okay? That I told you about the thinking, choosing, behaving, experience, feeling, like that loop, right? That is the familiar past, and that is the predictable future. The only place where there are infinite possibilities is the sweet, generous present moment. And knowing that fact, knowing that there is absolutely nothing but possibility in the present moment and nothing but room for growth, is just so exciting. And it makes me so excited to wake up every single day. It makes me so excited to turn on the camera and, open my phone or, just do daily tasks, because I know that every single thing that I'm doing today is getting me one step closer to that end goal. Do what you want. I'm going to meditate because it makes me really, really happy. There's so much power in knowing that you can feel exactly how you want and need to whenever you want. It's really nice, and it's really gorgeous, and it's a gift that I didn't think I needed, but a gift that I can no longer live without. So all in all, I meditated a very long time. I thought a very long time. I left my body a few times. I, reprogrammed some wires that were a little fucked up. You go in there and you untangle the knots. You sort through everything in your life that you've been avoiding. And suddenly you open your eyes and you can see clearly. You can know exactly where you need to go, and you start to trust the process. Like I said prior, like you just start to fall in love with the process. So I'll leave you with that. I'll stop boring you with the details, but kind of to sum everything up that I already talked about with my new song called Nothing's Real. Obviously, now you know why I wrote the song and like why I'm meditating and why my journal is so cutesy and why I love my eye mask. Long story short, it's because I've been meditating like a crazy bastard that I am. But yeah, no, I've been obsessed with it. I've been learning lots and I've been loving it so much. Let's move on. I'm bored. I don't want to talk about meditation anymore. Y'all are going to think I'm a freak. Never listen to a damn word I say ever again. I want to talk about some pop culture because, bitch, things are getting messy. The girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. Okay, in recent news, Taylor Swift released a new album. I know, embarrassing. Just kidding. Love you, Taylor. Just kidding. I'm not a huge Taylor Swift like fan of like her music, but I respect the fuck out of her from like a business marketing branding perspective. That girl knows what she's doing. But apparently low-key even like the Swifties aren't like eating it up. So I want to get down to the bottom of this. I heard that there's just some like really cringy fucking lyrics and I wanted to go through and read some of the embarrassing ones today. But I haven't listened to any of the songs and I'm not going to be listening to them today because I'm not going to put you through that. I just wanted to read some of the embarrassing lyrics. Okay, this is just a website that I pulled up. This is just an article about it. It's called Collider. I don't know. Hold on. Let me source this. Collider, the 8 worst lyrics of a showgirl. Oh, the 8 worst Life of a Showgirl lyrics ranked. Wait, this is so much fun. Number 8, everybody's so punk on the internet. Everyone's, punk girl. This is kind of bad. Everybody is so punk on the internet. Everyone's unbothered till they're not. Every joke's just trolling in memes. She did not. Wait, do I need to go back and listen? Wait, she wrote the lyric, everyone's unbothered till they're not. Every joke's just trolling in memes. Sad as it seems, apathy is hot. Everybody's cutthroat in the comments. Every single hot take is cold as ice. Ooh, girl, that's bad. The trolling and memes line. Girl, what were you thinking, dude? What were you thinking, dude? Okay, number 7. You could be my forever nightstand, honey. What? Girl, what does this even mean, diva? You could be my forever nightstand, honey. Oh. Wait, this is referring, I'm reading more of the article and it's about like a one night stand, like forever nightstand, like not a one night stand. I literally thought she was talking about like her nightstand, like her bedside table. I don't know. I can't ruminate on this, you guys. I'm going to get confused. Number 6, her name was Kitty, made her money being pretty and witty. Girl, I wish I could make money being pretty. They gave her the keys to the city, then they said she didn't do it legitly. Girl, no. There's no way she put the word legitly in a song. Trolling in memes, I still can't get over that. Okay, number 5. They want that spring break that was fucking lit. First of all, is this a dig at Charlie? Is this a dig at Charlie XCX with spring break? Also, lit. Also, Taylor Swift saying fucking just like kind of rubs me the wrong way. I don't know what it is, but girl, they want that spring break that was fucking lit. Girl, how old is your audience? Like, this is my thing. It's like Taylor Swift knows the age of her audience. And it's not kids that are still saying lit. Kids that are still saying lit aren't allowed to listen to songs that say fucking. So this just makes no sense to me, girl. What is your... Hey, number 4. Your thoughtless ambition sparked the ignition on foolish decisions which led to misguided visions. Okay, honestly, I don't have like a problem with this. Your thoughtless ambition sparked the ignition on foolish decisions which led to misguided visions. Like, I wouldn't have written it. But like, I don't have an issue with that. I think it also like went over my head. I don't really understand it, but that's okay. We'll just move on. Okay, number 3. Welcome to my underworld where it gets quite dark. Diva. Diva down. Girl, what? Oh, this song is called Canceled. It's from a song called Canceled. Everything feels misguided and muddled, and Taylor Swift projects such insincere edginess throughout. Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm getting to. Like, she's trying to like reignite like the Reputation era of like bad girl. But it's like still Taylor Swift at the end of the day. Welcome to my underworld. Girl, what are you trying to say? I thought she was Christian. Does anyone believe her when she says, I like my friends canceled? Yeah, it's just weird. Okay, number 2. Forgive me, it sounds cocky. He traumatized me and opened my eyes. What? Is she saying traumatized instead of traumatized? He traumatized me and opened my eyes. This is crazy. The worst line has Swift self-censored Oh, you guys, I feel so fucking stupid. Dickmatized. She censored herself. She said, "Forgive me if it sounds cocky. He dickmatized me and opened my eyes." Oh, guys, this is just fucking weird. This is just really weird. Okay, number one, this says, "And I know you think it comes off vicious, but it's precious adorable. Like a toy chihuahua barking at me from a tiny purse. That's how much it hurt." Girl, is this the song? Oh my God, yes, this is the song where she talks shit about fucking our girl Charlie. Not fucking Charlie, but like she talks shit about Charlie. The song is called Actually Romantic. Oh, you're a bitch. Oh, Taylor Swift, you're a fucking bitch for that. That's so shady because Charlie, if you don't know, Charlie XCX has a song called Isn't It Romantic that's a fucking banger. Isn't there a lyric where she talks about or suggests that Charlie XCX is doing cocaine? Wait, I want to hear. I'm going to Google this really quick because I heard about this. "I heard you call me boring Barbie when the cokes got you brave." Oh my God. Taylor Swift, bitch. She's finally making enemies. Thank God. This is what I needed. In order to like Taylor Swift, she had to have some enemies. But there appears to be no love lost between the two women as Taylor has seemingly retaliated to Charlie's song, which is believed to be about her. Oh my God, you guys. This is such a gag. Taylor Swift getting messy. I want it to get even messier. I need the girls to fight. I want this to happen at like a live show. Like I want there to be like shots fired. Wait, did Charlie XCX really call her boring Barbie? That's so funny. That's so accurate. Taylor Swift, you are boring Barbie. Sorry, I'm just also obsessed with Charlie XCX. So if I'm gonna defend one of my two girlies, it's gonna be her. Sorry, don't hate me for it. But no, this is funny. This is funny. Oh my God, speaking of messy, there's been a government shutdown. Let's talk about it. Okay, so if you don't know, which you do because I've already seen everybody already talking about it, but there's been a government shutdown, okay? And if you don't know what that is, basically it means, like in simple words, that Congress couldn't agree what to spend like their taxpayer money, like their funds. Like Congress couldn't decide where the money that they're allowed to spend should go. So basically no one gets money from the federal government. So all like federal organizations that like receive funding from the US government are on pause is my understanding. So like some national parks are probably going to close or like affect business hours. People who work for the government who are paid with those funds are either not allowed to work or are working without pay, which is crazy. Other like government institutions, like I know that people like federal documentation, like people aren't getting passports. It's fucking scary. How long does this last? I have no idea. No one really does. It actually happened before, I think in 2019 with regards to like, you know, like the whole wall situation, like the border wall. Congress couldn't agree to like set a budget plan and they couldn't agree to like spend all the money on the wall. So it never got like funded or whatever. But that's what's happening right now. So Congress, everyone was fighting, everyone was bickering, and they were like, you know what? Then like we're not gonna like compromise. So we're just gonna like shut down the government and give nobody money until we figure out like how to solve this. Which is like I think the topic of conversation this time around was specifically kind of like healthcare. And like the disagreement was like where to put the money in like Medicaid and like in like all like the healthcare stuff. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just like doing my research as best as I can. But what I don't understand is like, okay, the Senate is like Republican heavy, okay? Like there's more Republicans than there is Democrats on the Senate. We have a Republican president and Congress is also majority Republican. So I don't really fully understand how like they couldn't come to an agreement if like, I don't know. That means that Republicans had to vote Democrat, which in this day and age is like kind of crazy. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't fully understand it. I'm just like evaluating the knowledge that I have at my fingertips, and you should too. But you should know that the government is currently shut down. So how is this going to affect you? I don't know. If you're applying for a passport, that might take extra long. If you are paid by the government or you're a government employee, it's going to be fucky. That includes like any service workers, like like military armed forces, like I don't know, some medical jobs, like public workers, like I don't know, mail can be affected. From what I've read, a lot of those people are just working without pay and then they'll get paid after like the budget is like they come to an agreement on the budget or whatever. But still, that's fucking crazy. And as someone who likes to go on like road trips and visit national parks, that like will technically like maybe not affect me. But yeah, it doesn't really like affect me that much. But it is still scary. Like, girl, the people that are leading our country can't even agree what to spend money on. Like, you're asking for my money, but you have no idea where that money's going. Like, girl, figure it out, diva. But anyways, that's a gag and a half. I don't know if you were coming here expecting politics, but neither was I. It was just, what I was thinking about. Oh my God. Wait, Haley Williams gone solo is all like I wrote down. Wait, I need to do some research on this. Oh my God, so it appears that Haley Williams, that she didn't like leave Paramore, but she just released music without them? God, wait, is it any good? So if I look up Haley Williams on iTunes right now, what's gonna pop up? Haley Williams. Gag it. She released an EP with 5 songs. Who's Jay Som? I don't know who that is. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to this because that's a gag and a half. Go Haley though. Like, that's really fucking cool. Like, go her. But that's really cool though. It's not easy to do that kind of thing, especially with a band like Paramore. Like, they gave us so many hits. So I don't know if they're never getting back together, but as of right now, they cease to exist. Okay. Honestly, that's all I have for you today. I've been sitting in front of this camera for going on 2 hours now, and I'm pretty proud of what we've accomplished in those 2 hours. But I have some shit to get done. I have a show at the end of this month. I'm dancing background for local artist at a venue called Anzi Blue. So if you want to make an appearance, that's Thursday, October 23rd at Anzi Blue. Be there, be square. It'll be so much fun. I'm really excited to perform. I haven't been on stage in a minute, so that'll be great. Come out and support your girl. Also, like I said prior, I'm leaving for Italy in like 2.5 weeks, so a bitch gotta get her shit together. And let me know in the comments, guys, please and thank you. Do you want like Italy exclusive episodes, or do you want the structure of these episodes like this normal setup, just like pre-recorded and released while I'm there? Because I will also be vlogging and filming the entire trip for YouTube, so you're gonna get Italy content, you're gonna get Europe content, but it just depends on like what form of content you want from that. Thanks for joining me, diva. I hope you had a damn good time. I hope I educated you. I hope I made you happy. I hope I didn't scare you away. And if I did, I apologize. Give me another chance. And if I didn't, I love you so very much and thank you for being open-minded. But yeah, it is 3 p.m. So, it's 3 p.m., bitch. I have no business yawning at this hour. But I am done. I am done, diva. I know. I'm so sorry. I'll be back. You know I will be. I always do. You can't get rid of me that easy. Can't get rid of me even if you tried. Even if you tried, bitch. I keep coming back. Coming back for more, and so do you. And so do you. And I can't wait to see you next week. It's time to do the outro. I'm getting kind of good at this, you guys. Let's see if I can do it in one take. No cuts. Should we? Should we try? All right, here we go. 1, 2. Now, for more content like this, don't forget to give us a follow at It's Always Something Podcast. Brand new episodes every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on all of your favorite streaming platforms. Video is up exclusively on Spotify and YouTube. And don't forget to give me a follow. Hello at It's Bryce Howard. Thank you. Guys, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. No cuts, no nothing. I'm going to try one more time just in case that one was bad. Now, for more content like this, don't forget to give us a follow at It's Always Something Podcast on all socials everywhere. Brand new episodes every Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on all of your favorite streaming platforms. And video is up exclusively on Spotify and YouTube. And don't leave me out. Hello at It's Bryce Howard on all socials. Thank you. I love you. Okay, I love you. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat. You better come back for more. I hope you never get tired of me. I hope you do. I'll never get tired of you. I'll be here forever and ever and ever. I would kiss you if I could. Maybe by next week I'd figured it out. Love you. See you next week. Bye. Mwah.